Welcome back, everyone. Episode 12 of Marshals, The Devil at Home, might not have delivered a massive villain reveal or an explosive twist ending, but honestly, this may have been the most important episode of the season so far. Because instead of focusing on one big enemy, the show turned inward, and suddenly every single character is standing at a crossroads that could completely change their future. And after this episode, one thing is painfully clear: the finale is about to break this team apart. From cartel violence hitting Broken Rock, to Miles going rogue, to Cal hiding a devastating secret, this episode quietly stacked emotional pressure on every character until it felt like everything could collapse at any moment. So let's talk about what really happened in The Devil at Home, and why the finale suddenly feels way more unpredictable than anyone expected. The episode kicks off with a brutal reminder of what's happening on Broken Rock. Sabrina, Miles's friend, someone we've seen around before, dies from a fentanyl overdose. And instantly, the tone changes. This isn't just another weekly case anymore. This became personal. The investigation quickly points toward the Jalisco cartel trying to establish operations on the reservation. Rainer, a wanted carjacker, leads the Marshals to a hidden trailer packed with enough drugs to poison half the community. And once they confirm the drugs are connected to Sabrina's death, Miles completely spirals emotionally. Honestly, you could feel his frustration building all episode long. Because on one side, he's grieving. On the other, the DEA is basically telling the Marshals to back off. And politically? Rainwater's already struggling to move the mineral mine issue through Congress. Now this cartel scandal threatens to destroy all of that progress too. Everything around Miles starts feeling hopeless. And that's exactly why he snaps. Instead of meeting Maddie, he disappears on a solo mission to hunt down Hector Diaz, the man suspected of helping the cartel establish roots on Broken Rock. The moment Maddie shows up worried at the Marshal's office, everyone realizes Miles is about to cross a line he can't come back from. Now here's where the episode gets interesting. Case is the one who finally talks Miles down. And honestly, it works because Case understands exactly what revenge does to a person. He tells Miles that if he kills Diaz, Sabrina's face will become tied forever to that moment. That guilt will never leave him. It's one of the strongest scenes of the episode because it's not really about law enforcement anymore. It's about grief. But even though Case stops him, Miles still pays the price. Cal suspends him and takes his badge away. And just like that, Miles loses almost everything at once. His career is hanging by a thread. His relationship with Maddie is falling apart. And emotionally, he's completely isolated. Now heading into the finale, Miles might actually be the most dangerous character in the show, because desperate people make reckless decisions. But Miles isn't the only one facing a life-changing choice. Andrea's storyline quietly became one of the most important in the episode. Throughout the season, she's talked about wanting to return to DC. Broken Rock was never supposed to become permanent for her. But after Garrett's death and everything the team has gone through together, leaving suddenly feels more complicated. Still, Gifford offers her the opportunity she's been waiting for, a spot back in the DC office. And you can tell Andrea hates how political everything has become. She's being used as a symbol, smiling for cameras, helping secure funding while internally feeling completely disconnected from it all. The big question now is simple: does Andrea choose ambition, or loyalty? Because if she leaves, this team loses one of its emotional anchors. But somehow, even with all that happening, the biggest shock of the episode belonged to Cal. For weeks, the show kept teasing the pain in his shoulder and neck. Most fans guessed something serious was coming, but hearing Belle finally reveal it was cancer still hit hard. A tumor at the top of his lung. And suddenly, so many little moments from earlier episodes make sense. The exhaustion. The mood swings. The isolation. Cal has been carrying this alone. What makes it even more heartbreaking is that Belle is currently the only person who knows. And Belle herself is falling apart. Her gambling debt has exploded to $20,000, and now casino enforcers are pressuring her for payment. If the truth comes out, her career could be destroyed instantly. And the episode makes something very clear without directly saying it: Belle is dangerously close to making a terrible decision. There's money sitting in Rainer's car. She's desperate. She's scared. And now she's carrying Cal's secret too. That combination feels like a disaster waiting to happen. But then there's Case. Possibly the most emotionally conflicted character in the entire series. Throughout the episode, he seriously considers selling East Camp to Mr. Weaver. And honestly, this storyline hurts more than I expected because East Camp isn't just land anymore. It's memory. It's grief. It's Monica. For Case and Tate, that place represents loss now. And Tate saying that home is wherever his father is? That line completely changed Case's perspective. Because for the first time, Case starts asking himself something he's avoided for years: is he protecting his father's dream, or sacrificing his own life trying to preserve it? That question might define the entire future of the show. Especially if Season 2 really does move Case away from ranch life completely. And honestly, that could change everything. What makes The Devil at Home work so well is that it doesn't rely on giant action scenes or shocking betrayals. Instead, it builds tension through uncertainty. Every character feels emotionally cornered. Every decision feels risky. And heading into the finale, nobody feels safe anymore. So here's the big question: who do you think is most likely to completely change by the end of the finale, Miles, Case, Belle, or Cal? Drop your thoughts in the comments because honestly, I could see this finale going in almost any direction. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the finale review when it drops. Thanks for watching.